Hi, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. One of the things that I like to say quite often, I didn't invent it obviously, but one of the things I like to say quite often is that man is made to work. Man being both men and women. That we're made to work. We're not really made to just sort of lay around and have too much leisure. Some leisure is fine, but we're really made as people, as human beings, and whether you believe that we were created or evolved or in a fallen state or whatever, that we're really best, healthiest, most complete when we're working, when we have work to do, when we have responsibilities. But also, I like to add to that, is man was made to love. People are made to love. There's lots of ways that we love one another every day. And not to sound too philosophical, and certainly not theological, but in the ways that we cooperate every day, that we share things, that we work together on things. Even the whole idea of, let's say it's the first day at a new school, two parents arrive, they realize that they live close to each other, and they work together to carpool on their way to school. Now, a strictly statist way to look at that would be like they should expect that the bus should go past both of their houses, or that in some way they could still remain separate and just provide their own transportation to school. But people aren't like that. People are full of love and cooperation. And love might be a strong word, but I think that it's love that bleeds through who we are, that emanates from what we do every day. A general caring. It might be latent sometimes. It might be sublimated to baser instincts at times. But in general, people like to help one another. I think that's very important because a lot of times libertarians are asked questions about how would this happen if government weren't involved? How would this or that happen? And of course, the common one is roads or schools but whatever. And I believe that while I may not have the exact answer how that will happen, I believe that human beings acting in love for their fellow human beings, their fellow families, the people in their neighborhoods, the people in their communities, will find solutions. If there aren't already solutions, they'll find solutions to all those things that government currently does and is very expensive and very corrupt in doing so. Now that is my primary point tonight, and that is that love can conquer all, can solve all, and already is doing that on a daily basis all throughout our communities, throughout our neighborhoods, etc. Now, I'm not shooting this video today from this angle just to show you another angle of my basement, but there's something hanging behind me. You probably don't know what it is, but these are also things that were made out of love. A love for children, a love for recreation, a love for a community, but they're made out of love. Something that's volunteered on a yearly basis, something that's contributed to a community of faith. And my question for you is, can you guess what they are? Because it's not really clear what they are. They look like they could be sort of hanging alien seed pods or something. The conspiracy theorists out there among you might arrive at any number of different conclusions as to what they are. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you to 24 hours from now, and if you don't belong to this community, because you'd know the answer then, and you can guess what these things are hanging behind me, I will owe you your choice, a Coke, a lunch, a beer, totally up to you. If you can post on this post, if you can comment on this post, on this Facebook post or Twitter post, whichever way that you're seeing it right now, if you can tell me what you think these are behind me, hanging up, so sort of suspiciously, but in essence in love, I will owe you and be happy to provide you with a Coke, a lunch, a beer, a drink, whatever. So post your comments, let me know what you think, and just know that as your United States Senator, I have an ultimate faith, and I believe it's firmly and securely placed in each and every one of you, each and every one of us, that when given the choice, we will act charitably to each other, that we will cooperate, that we will do the things that make communities, families, neighborhoods, cities, states, even countries work, because that is who we are. We are not separate entities at war, different, looking at each other suspiciously. That's not really at the root of who we are. That's who we might be made out to be. That might be who we're encouraged to be by people who choose to divide and separate us. But in essence, we're all human beings who have not only the desire and the willingness to work, but also to love and act in concert and cooperatively. That is what I will honor as your representative, because I believe that is fundamental to human nature, to each and every single person, not only in Wisconsin, nor in the United States, but throughout the whole world. That's what I'll honor as your representative in the United States Senate. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.